Hey everybody, Winston and Donna rolling with the halls.
You know what today is? November 3rd, and it's election day.
Yep.
We're on our way to vote, so let's
go.
go.
There's our polling place. Okay, we have arrived at our polling place. We're in Shreveport, Louisiana, and we like our polling place because it's really close to our house. And there's a line, but it's not a long line.
Yeah, normally we don't have a line, so that's good that people are out voting today.
Yeah,
We're
people
excited.
are turning out,
Yeah.
so it's very important. So what we wanted to do today before we go in is we wanted to share a couple of voting fun facts.
Yes,
Now,
fun facts on voting day.
the words voting and fun don't usually go together in a sentence, but today we're going to share with you some voting fun facts. I picked two and Donna picked two.
Yeah,
So you want to go first?
sure.
Okay.
So I was interested in knowing how many people are actually eligible to vote. So I looked this up yesterday, and in the US this year, it'll be 255 million voters who are eligible to vote, which I thought was such a huge number. And then I read that in India, which is the largest democracy in the world, 900 million eligible voters. Can you imagine? And they have to, because of the large number, they do the voting in 7 phases over 39 days. Can you imagine that? And so they have to have 1 million polling places to accommodate all of those people over 39 days. And I read a really interesting story that they are so committed to the one person, one vote, that there was a caretaker, a sole caretaker who's a hermit, lives in the jungles in India. And they were so committed to having him vote that they took 5 elected officials and brought them out into the jungle and set up a polling station for one man. So that's pretty impressive.
That's awesome. A lot of people don't get to vote.
No,
so that's
exactly right.
Very important. Okay, mine's kind of fun. I learned this yesterday. Have you ever wondered where the elephant and donkey came from?
I have wondered that, actually.
Okay, well, I learned this yesterday. In 1874, a cartoonist named Thomas Nash was lampooning the two political parties. Some things never change. And in a cartoon, he depicted the Republicans as an elephant and the Democrats as a donkey, and it has stuck ever since. That was back in 1874 in Harper's Weekly magazine.
That's
Who knew?
crazy. So another fun fact, when I was working with Hugh Jackman on the movie Logan, it was the year of the 2016 presidential election that was coming up. So they were campaigning then. And he said to me that he goes, I'm so surprised that that Americans don't go out and vote. And he said, in Australia, you are required by law to vote. And he said that if you don't show up on polling day without a valid reason, like you're ill or in the hospital or something like that, then you are fined. And then if you don't pay it in a certain amount of time, you're fined again. And so I thought that was really interesting. I was like, maybe they're onto something. That's how we get people to vote.
Maybe. Okay, so a funny story. Right when Donna was finishing her Hugh Jackman story,
The reason Winston just stopped abruptly, like maybe.
there was a guy waving frantically at us across the parking lot, and we thought someone was having a heart attack.
Yeah, we weren't sure if he needed assistance or what. He was waving so over the top of we're looking over the top of the phone. We don't have COVID. He was waving, frantically waving. So anyway, Winston had to put on his mask, go out there to see if the guy needed assistance. And he said, I just wanted to let you know your headlights are on. So there you go.
He's still watching us. He probably thinks we're loony. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
On to our next.
Yes,
our
Hugh
next
Jackman
fun vote.
said, "Go vote or
you get fined."
else, yeah.
Crazy. And in New Zealand, he said it's even higher fines.
crazy." Why am I sneezing all of it? Okay. All right, here's my last one, then we're gonna go vote. You might have wondered, like me, can astronauts vote? I've wondered that many times.
He loves anything to do with space.
Since 1997, according to mentalfloss.com, once astronauts make their selections, their ballots, which are PDFs of paper ballots they receive in the mail, are beamed back down to Earth, where clerks open the encoded documents and submit a hard copy of the astronaut's ballot to be counted.
That's awesome.
So somewhere in America is an election worker whose job is to open astronaut ballots.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty fun.
And that is commitment to the
Commitment.
one person, one vote.
So we got people in India voting in the jungles and astronauts
Yes.
voting from space.
Yes.
You don't have an excuse. You need to go vote.
So we're going to go get in line because the line is growing, which
longer.
is awesome. I love seeing all these people out here voting. So we'll let you know how it is when we get back.
All right, time to mask up and go vote.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Success.
We voted.
It took us 32 minutes, which isn't bad. It's more than normal. So we were happy to see all these people out.
Yeah, and everyone was respectful and cordial.
And
And
they were cleaning everything. And I felt very safe voting. And in Louisiana, which is where we are, the polls close at 8 p.m. And just remember that voting is a right and a privilege. So definitely get out there. If you haven't voted yet in early voting, get out there and exercise your right to vote.
yes, okay. Hey, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.